there's one thing about us: if you don't come clean, what you say is what we will design for you.
Okay.
Yeah, if you say 5 bedroom luxury apartment, whatever it is, we will design it for you. But if you come out with your budget and you say, okay, 5 bedroom luxury apartment, we may tell you that no, your budget may not be able to accommodate it. Let's do something around 3 bedroom luxury apartment for you, or 4 bedroom.
Hello, cherished viewers. Today we are on your screen again, and we are here to give you a blowing-minded episode. As you can see me here, we are here with Mr. Richard and Mr. Steven. Yeah, as for Mr. Steven, you already know him already. Yeah, but with Mr. Richard, he's a guru. He's a guru. And by the end of this episode, you really understand the reason why I'm saying he's a guru. Most projects you see in our country today, he is the mastermind. He is the mastermind. Yes. And also, most projects of the Jesus Company Limited, he designs for us. Mr. Richard, welcome.
It's nice being with the team today.
Exactly. Mr. Richard, welcome. Yeah. And thank you for honoring our invitation as well.
Thank you too for inviting me.
Exactly. Yeah. You know me already. You know.
But you're still right, you still mention names.
Exactly. Yeah. So that. We have a lot of architects in our system today.
Yeah.
Many people stand up, or anyone just stand up and say he's an architect. Please, today we want you to educate us. What are some of the things we need to consider before involving an architect?
Okay, I wouldn't want to say much, because the things you need to consider before engaging an architect are just about basically 4 things. One should be, what kind of services are you looking for from your architect? Is it a short-term service or a long-term service?
Okay.
As in, for short-term, maybe you just want an architect to design for you and then let you handle your own construction or engage your own contractor. And the long-term has to do with you engaging an architect that would represent you throughout the construction project. So the architect basically will be your eye on the field whilst the contractor is working.
Okay. But with the short term, it is always advisable, because at the end of the day, you are the mastermind behind it.
Okay, it's not the best, because most of the times when you look at the artisans most contractors work with, don't really know how to interpret plan. So you might give a design out, the client is happy, the next thing you know, they have built something else. Yes. During the construction stage, clients basically don't know that what the contractor is building for them sometimes is not what they've actually wanted. When it gets to finishing, before they realize that no, the contractor has put up something else for me.
Oh, okay. So does it mean that while the project is undergoing, you'll not be able to identify the errors?
Sometimes it's difficult to identify.
Really?
Yes, it's very, very difficult to identify, except the project is completed.
It's true. Yeah, it's true. So mostly you happen whereby you the contractor having your engineers on board. There are certain details the architect has to provide. So if the architect is not having a long-term relationship with the client, and the architect is not part of the project, he only design and move away. And those things, those details, then the engineers on site will always like to do their own thing. Meanwhile, the architects have a reason of providing such things, but sometimes the engineers take off all those things just to enable them move faster, because those things will like more or less like waste their time or other things. So it's good to engage or have a long-term connection with the architect throughout the entire project for a success. So our advice, if you want the success of the project, let your architect part of the project from day one to the end.
Okay, one thing I would like to add to again is for the fact that sometimes the details are there, but once they look at it, study it, and they don't know how to go about it, since it's a short-term thing you have with the architect and he's gone, the contractor and his artisans on site will just look at it. Okay, let's do it how we think we can do it for it to be possible.
Okay, so
then
that
that
is
is
they
it.
are not going
According to their plan, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we do have instances where we give out design and then the construction is going on. The client will call you later. Oh, I think something is happening. I don't understand. Come and then check for me. You get there and you realize that sometimes you just ask the contractor, what's going on? Why are you not following the drawing? And they said, okay, I look at it and I look for what to do. I didn't see it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So why do people always opt for the short term?
Because they think that's the cheaper option for them.
Oh, okay.
They seems it to be cheaper because if you get the architect involved throughout, you would have to pay extra. So when the architects come to site, you have to pay.
Oh, that's it. That's it. Hello, viewers. This month it is our goal to 8,000 plus subscribers. Without you, we cannot get up to this stage. So therefore, kindly do us this help by subscribing to our channel, hitting the notification bell you can see on your screen to help us achieve our goal. If you've not subscribed yet, kindly do that. If today is your first time also joining us, okay, so Mr. Richard, so I do remember that you said there's 4 points to consider.
Yes.
So we've talked of the first one,
Which is the kind of collaboration you wanted to have with the architect.
whether it is long term, or short term.
term.
So we've realized that the long term is the best.
It's the best.
The best. What's the second point?
The most critical one is budget, time frame.
Budget,
Time frame.
time frame.
Yes.
What does it mean?
When you look at designing, the architect design based on what you want, but sometimes you would some clients don't like to come clean with how much they budgeted or how much their strength could hold on the project. So you, the architect, will end up designing and the client will be building to some extent and realize that, okay, my budget cannot accommodate it. Then they will start changing things for it to fit within what the client can afford at that moment, which is not the best. So once you come clean with the architect is able to come up with something that can fit within your budget at the same time still functional.
Wow.
Yeah.
You always know that I'm always with the people.
Yeah.
So does it mean that you can design based on
Budget.
budget?
Yes.
So
Very
if let's
possible.
say my budget is, let's say, 10K,
Yeah.
you give me something
That will be
my
within
10K
10K
will
can
be
afford.
able
Yeah.
to afford. So when this information is not given,
Yeah. So once we don't have access to that information and you want a design, we architects, there's one thing about us: if you don't come clean, what you say is what we will design for you.
okay.
Yeah, if you say 5-bedroom luxury apartment, whatever it is, we will design it for you. But if you come out with your budget and you say, okay, 5-bedroom luxury apartment, we may tell you that no, your budget may not be able to accommodate it. Let's do something around 3-bedroom luxury apartment for you, or 4-bedroom.
But don't you also think that financial budget is also confidential?
I don't know, it doesn't help when it comes to architecture, because you are not telling me your bank balance. You are just giving me information on how much you think you can spend on your project.
Okay.
Yeah. So that I can design within your means, because you should know that from that budget is where workmanship to contractor and then other professionals will come from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe you guys also try to hide these things from their clients.
No, sometimes I do ask.
You do
Yeah,
ask?
I do ask.
Oh, okay.
I do ask. So I will that's the first thing I ask. Yeah, what is your budget?
That's great.
Then you know the direction you are heading to.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. So viewers, you now understand the reason why he's a guru. Yes. He's well versed in his field.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And the next thing, time frame.
The time frame.
Talk about time frame.
exactly.
We have an issue in Ghana in particular that most of the times when the clients want to build, they get the land, next week they want to start excavation, which is very bad for we the architects, at the same time bad for the clients.
Maybe
So
my money is ready.
your money is ready. Yes, we can agree on that. But once you have the money and you are willing to do something, that is when you start paying attention to details. It's just like you wanting to buy a car. If you don't have money to buy the car, you don't pay attention to cars. But once you have the money to buy the car, it's then that you start paying attention to car.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you are going to buy a car, you don't rush to buy it.
Yeah.
Likewise, when you are coming to build, you don't rush to start building. Because we have individual preferences. You don't look at someone's design and then say, okay, I want the same thing. You might start construction and then realize that no, I don't want this space. I want something that will suit me.
Okay.
So we architects will need time to be able to come up with what you have put before us, your idea, for us to interpret it for you. You, the client, you spend some time with the design, and whilst you are going out, since you have the intention of building, you'll be paying attention to some details that you may call me, the architect, later. Okay, I've seen this thing here. I'm sending the picture to you. How can we incorporate it into the design?
Good.
That's the best thing to do. So that's what happens, that when people are building, you realize that the design is coming out nicely, and all of a sudden they are just bringing it ideas from different places and putting it together before you realize everything is distorted. So time frame you give to architects to do their job is very important.
Okay, so let's also look at the time frame. So as an architect, what are some of the things you do during the time frame when a client has visited you?
Okay, what we do is we call something conceptual and functional relation, because it's part of the key items of design.
Please break it down for us.
Functional relation has to do with the way you will. Functional relation may differ from an individual. Yeah, maybe you come back from work. What is the first place you go to? What is the first thing you do? Where do you leave your clothes? All those things count. So if you don't take time, an architect will design for you, and you realize that your order of doing things has changed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe you come back. Maybe when you enter your room, you like to hang your coat or your bag somewhere. Those are minor details that make you enjoy your space. So we get to know the clients personally and get to know some of the activities they do.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's very important to design. So and functionality, then we move to aesthetics. So that's the final thing of aspect of design, because every design can be made nice once you have the time and put in the energy to make it work. Yeah.
What do you?
Yeah.
So when you come to the construction stage, since the time is not well given, much time is not given. When we come to construction,
that's where you have the
then
problem,
we
because
see a lot of changes.
Yeah.
Clients come today, do this
Change this.
for me. Tomorrow you will come with another idea, like do this for me. So you really disturb your job, and the beauty is going on.
it's going off.
Yes.
Because the client him or herself didn't have time to study his own design. Yeah, so you need to spend time with your design to be able to do the final changes.
Yes.
Sometimes I had an instance where someone contacted me and I gave a sketch design out. You spend almost a year with it,
Yeah.
and within that time, sometimes you call me, oh, I've seen something, send pictures before you realize it has a very nice and functioning.
And if you could remember when we went to see that
Yeah,
honorable,
yeah.
so when we gave him the design, we actually
We
designed again with him.
Yes, we designed.
Look at the number, the 5 hours that we spent with him in trying to.
Yeah, I remember he was on call with us around 1 a.m.
1 a.m.
Yes, 1 a.m. We were designing, so he will make the changes. I will implement the changes, forward it to him. He will look at it. Okay, then I think change it like this for me. Do it like this for me, and it just come out so fantastic.
Yeah. And the following day we have to visit him in his house and then spend about 5 hours over this
design. Yeah.
Wow. And after the design, we started construction. It has not come for us to do any change for. So the building is or the design is
As it is.
same, and construction is
Even though some
we will
we have,
of the finishing. We are almost at the finish. We'll give you an update.
it comes out fantastic once the client gets involved. You put yourself in it, and mind you the client, you get what you get if you don't involve yourself. If I present a design to you and say, okay, I'm okay with it, then we are good to go. But if you put yourself in and you push us to our limit, that's when we also come up with the best for you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Richard. Yeah, I think we have to pause for this episode. Yeah, the rest of the 2 points remaining, we'll discuss it in our next episode. Thank you very much. So, viewers, as you can see, we've learned a lot. We've learned a lot. Yeah. So, if you have a project which you need a design or an architect to give you a very beautiful design, don't hesitate to call the numbers on your screen. Just contact us. We'll sit with you one-on-one. We'll also give you the chance to be an architect so that together we can all design something very beautiful which is going to suit your preference. Yeah. And the most exciting thing, are you planning to build apartments in Ghana? Is it 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, or 4 bedroom? Are you planning to build up a school? Are you planning to build up a hospital? How about bridges, hotels, event centers, or any sort of community projects? The Sales Company Limited got you covered. We are here to design with you, build, and complete your project for you. And we do this at an affordable price. Kindly call us on the numbers you can see on your screen. Call any of them. You can even WhatsApp us. We always got you covered. We are ready for you, and we are ready to give you a nice project. Thank you.